Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Carmen. I do movie reviews. Today I'm doing a big one. It is Avengers Infinity War. And because I want to get straight to that, let's get through all the business, okay? Subscribe, notification bell, you know the drill. Maybe you don't, figure it out if you don't. Let's do this. Okay, so I know I said in the Black Panther review that I was swearing off of 3D movies, but I did the 3D fan event this time because the timing worked out and they kind of gave out some cool stuff. Let me show you what that was. So we got these cool little 2 coins, not just one. 2 coins to go along with my Wakanda coin. Oh, and shout out to Nathan Asbury for letting me know why people bite gold. I did ask in the Black Panther review why people do that. I kind of had a feeling about it. I could have just Googled it, but instead I just asked you guys because you're smarter than Google, perhaps? Nathan sure is. And then also this cool cup. You're in my light cup. And this cup with all your Avengers on it. Pretty neat, yeah? Okay, so right off the top, just want to let you know that there are 0 spoilers in this review. No spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, you don't want it ruined for you, you can watch this video in its entirety without having anything given away. Okay? So stick around, please. Okay, so first off, the ending to this movie is insane. It is crazy. And I'm going to admit, I did shed a few tears. It wasn't Pixar Coco crazy tears, but a couple did come down my cheek a little bit. And also, just a note, we all know how Marvel likes to throw in those little teasers at the end, and a lot of times lately they've been doing part of the credits and then putting that scene in and then doing the rest of the credits. For this one, you have to stay all the way through, all the way to the end to see what the teaser is, and you should stick around and see the teaser for sure. Do that. Do yourself a service. So just a little bit about the plot. I think everybody pretty much knows what's going on here. Thanos is going around the universe collecting these Infinity Stones, and all together he's going to have these powers that is going to enable him to carry out this plan, which is to basically eradicate half of all living existence throughout the universe in an effort to try to make things more livable because, not just humans, but other, beings around the galaxy and the universe are growing too fast and they're using up too many resources and is making it, in his view, untenable for everyone to live in, a good way. So he thinks if he gets rid of half of everybody, that the other half will be able to live nicely, live comfortably. And the 6 Infinity Stones that he is trying to collect are mind, reality, power, space, time, and soul. I know that the stones that I just showed you are not the same color as they are presented in this movie. I just like the picture I found online. It looks like it's snatched out of the comic books. But yeah, so there it is. I'm well aware those are not the colors in the movie, okay? So please, no comments. You don't need to comment about that. Thank you. So there was this really, really simple explanation for how all these stones came to be. It was like there was the Big Bang, and out of the Big Bang came these 6 stones, and they have all these different powers. And that's all, folks. So it did just seem a little simplistic to me, but I mean, if that's the origin of it, it is, what are you gonna do, right? There's so much going on in this movie that you kind of, I guess, need that to be a little simple. And speaking of things being overly complicated, it would be so easy to make this a whole jumbled mess. So I've heard a lot of people throwing around the term, this is the biggest crossover event in, the Marvel universe and cinematic history, perhaps. I think people have used that. And so it would have been so easy when you have all of these superheroes in this one movie to have it just be this big old jumbled mess. And surprisingly and thankfully it was not. Everybody kind of had their little stories contained. It was done in a good order, and it just wasn't like, big, huge, stupid fight scenes. Like, it actually made sense the way that they did it. This movie was very, very funny. Very funny, especially the parts with the Guardians and Thor, and then also the parts with Tony Stark and Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Those are some really funny exchanges going around. Everybody kind of got theirs in, but those 2 particular groups were pretty funny in this movie. And it just got me thinking, like, the DC universe doesn't have that humor on their side, and they try to inject some humor into their movies, but I think Marvel kills it in that department for pretty much everything they've done. There are some reveals of the new Iron Man suit and the new Spider-Man suit, and they are cool as hell. Like so cool. You've got to see it. So the scene that took place in Wakanda made me want to go watch Black Panther for a fourth time. You heard that right, folks. 4 times. It was really cool. It took me back there, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should sneak into one of the screens like right after I come out here. Just get right into Black Panther and give that another go. So if I can offer up, I know I said at the beginning of this there are going to be zero spoilers, but hold on, hear me out. If I can give up a little tiny spoiler, there isn't much of the Hulk. Now, there is Bruce Banner, but the Hulk doesn't really make that much of an appearance in this one. You know, we did see a lot of him in Thor Ragnarok, and so there isn't so much of him here. Maybe there will be some more later, but there it is. So if you're a big fan of the Hulk, if the Hulk is like your favorite Avenger, I don't want you going into the movie disappointed. So I just want to let you know so you can manage your expectations ahead of time. And then also Stan Lee's cameo comes early in the movie, and it is pretty funny. Okay, so end of tiny spoilers. No more spoilers are coming after this. Okay, guys. So yeah, it is a really good movie. I really wish I can get into all the depths of it and everything, but like I said, I do not want to ruin this movie for all of you, so just take my word for it. It is a fun movie. If you are a fan of Avengers and Marvel Universe of movies, you are going to really like this one, so make sure you go and see it. If you are waiting for the crowds to die down, because a lot of people do not like crowds, I am one of those people. I don't care for crowds. If you are one of those people, I would urge you not to wait unless you really have like an agoraphobia about it. So unless you're going to sequester yourself so that people don't ruin the end of it for you. And also when it comes to crowds, like I said, I don't really like going to see movies with a big crowd myself, but at the 3D fan event, you have all these people who love this movie, and so having that energy in the room, laughing along with all these people who you don't know that are strangers, and everybody's like enjoying this experience and sitting in that energy was really kind of neat. It was really cool. So I was actually glad that I went that day. Yeah, so that is it for my review. So please go see it. Please. I cannot recommend it highly enough. For a superhero movie, this is such a huge one and is done so well. You should go see it. If you are a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of action movies, if you are a fan of superhero movies, please go see this. It is definitely worth it. Okay, so while I have your attention, I want to point you to some things that I'm doing outside of YouTube that you can join in on. And I'm not being sponsored by any of these places. I'm not getting any compensation in any way. It's just some sites where if you're a movie lover like myself, it's just kind of some cool things to do. So the first one is letterboxd.com. It is a site where you can list all of the things that you've been watching. So like you keep a diary of all the movies that you're seeing, and also making lists, doing reviews, all kinds of good stuff. You can do it all on that site. So you can follow me at letterboxd.com/chickwithflicks. And when you go there, you can see everything I've been watching. So every time I see a movie, I obviously don't do a review on it. But if you just want to know what I'm watching from day to day, go ahead and check me out on Letterboxd. I'm also putting together some lists like best of 2018 so far, which of course Avengers went right on that list, and also some best documentaries that I have seen. So those are works in progress, if you will. And then the next thing is Stardust. Stardust is an app where you can post like 30-second reactions to movies and TV shows. So I've kind of dabbled in doing some TV episode reviews on this channel, and I do plan to get into that a little bit more in the future, but for right now I'm going to be posting these short reactions to TV shows and also to movies on Stardust. So make sure to follow me there, and then if you feel so inclined, also do some reactions yourself, and then let me know if you're on there and I can follow you so we can be watching each other. That sounded creepy. So if you are going on Stardust and you want me to follow you, I will absolutely follow you. Just go ahead and put a comment below. Let me know what your username is, and I will definitely take a look at you. So thank you for watching this review. As always, make sure if you're not subscribed and you like this review to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, yes, because Deadpool's coming. He's coming next month, couple weeks. Bye.